Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're going to get straight into this right now. I have some really great content that we're gonna be covering. We're gonna spend a little time together. Man, I have like three really good ones, so I'm gonna jump right into it. So just just hang out. We're gonna be talking about BBLs. We're gonna be talking about I guess there's a couple videos out here with Young Jock on Cardi B removing her butt implants and a few other things, other women suffering complications. And then also we're gonna be talking about Lupita Nyongos. I don't know how to pronounce her name properly, but I love her. Lupita is absolutely beautiful. So you know what, guys? I'm just gonna jump in here. So let's just get it started. Alright, stay tuned, guys. And here we go. Let's start with this one. I saw these videos earlier this week. I saw part of them, and I had to bring them up. I had to bring up the topics. They're just too good to not bring up. And before I get started, excuse me, guys. Last week I had some kind of a cold. I'm still recovering. I know I probably sound incredibly congested, like very congested, but I still wanted to get this content out there. So, just work with me, guys. Thank you for just working with me. So here we go. We'll do the first one. Two mothers die after recovering BBL. Let's click it actually.
And welcome back to the second half hour of The Factor
Here we go.
Uncensored. It's a new year, and for some people, it's a chance to create a new look for themselves. We just talked about the obsession with the ladies a few minutes ago here on The Factor Uncensored. Now we're discussing and going to discuss how dangerous the procedure can be. Two women, both mothers, got the procedure, and we heard about them over the weekend. Just devastating to many of the people who read it. And they ended up dying. Secreta Tolliver traveled from Chicago to the Dominican Republic for her BBL. She died from internal bleeding while recovering from the procedure last month. 26-year-old Janisha Jayla Williams got surgery for both a BBL and a butt lift in 2021. Sadly, she never woke up once the surgery was completed.
Wow, she
Turns
was
out an
beautiful too.
unlicensed doctor
Beautiful.
gave her anesthesia. Board certified plastic surgeon and the man who has been ringing the alarm here in Houston for months, Dr. Malik Cuddy, joins me now here on The Factor Uncensored to hear. And we all saw those pictures on social media. And as
I just want to pause right there because a lot of women think, oh, I'm going to get a BBL. I'm fit, I'm athletic, I'm healthy. I have no history of anything. So the probability or my likeliness of everything being fine is really, really high. And let's just pay attention. Look how thin she was. She looks very fit. Look at her. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, I'm talking about she looks fit, healthy, slim. You know what I mean? And I'm just going off looks. We don't know what people have going on, but a lot of women like to think I should be fine. So these are women who I'm just assuming, look very healthy. Healthy, fit, athletic, who still did not make it. So, let's focus on that. That's really important.
plastic surgeon and the man who has been ringing the alarm here in Houston for months, Dr. Malik Cuddy, joins me now here on The Factor Uncensored to hear. And we all saw those pictures on social media. And as I got them, I sent them to my producer to hear that such young people, lives have ended as a result of them seeking beauty, dying to be beautiful in their minds. Your thoughts about seeing so many young people in their lives as a result of getting plastic surgery?
Well, I think you have to really think about how those patients end up where they end up to have those operations, and that's really where the problem lies. If you separate out the people who had serious problems or a death from everyone else, I think what you'd find is the vast majority of them are being done by surgeons who should not be doing it. They're done in facilities where surgery shouldn't happen. The anesthesia services are really substandard. The vast majority of problems are happening in those situations.
And unfortunately, doctor, what we have is individuals who find the cheap route. These are people
cheap
who are
route,
not
see?
board certified, not in this country. In one case, the Dominican Republic. In another case, this person did not have a lot.
And we gotta stop going to DR. Like, that should be a telltale sign by now. Like, don't go to DR. Stop going to DR to go and get these surgeries. It's killing us. And how many more cases do we need to see where, oh, she was in the DR or she was in Mexico? Like, come on. There's been so many cases. We got to do better, y'all. We have to do better. We got to stop trying to go the cheap route. Always trying to save some money. And this is our body, this is our lives, you know, you only get one. We do this whole, oh, what are the chances? The chances are very high, especially if you want to be cheap. You know, if we're going to play with our body, you know, let's at least go to the best of the best if we're going to do it, is what I'm saying. That's, you know, that's what I'm thinking.
License.
Come on
and
now.
So they're likely charging cheaper rates.
Cheaper
Oh,
rates.
they definitely are charging less. And, you know, you have people who are, that say you find...
Like, this is not you trying to buy a car, trying to get the cheapest deal. This is not you trying to, you know what I mean? This is not you trying to purchase something and want it cheap and that's a good deal. Like, we got to stop thinking like that. That is just not... We can't play with our bodies like this. You are not a car. You are not a Mercedes. You are not that. And why would you even want to when you really think about it? If you can't afford the Mercedes, the Lexus, the BBL, the mommy makeover, if you can't afford it, stop trying to live out of your means and get it for the low. Why are you negotiating with the dealer on a $50,000 car, trying to see about getting it for $20,000? You know, or why are you out of your means? Why are you being out of your means? You should never even want to negotiate something like this. This is not negotiable. You should want to and expect to pay high value. I'm just saying.
To perform the procedure in the first place, and you find them on TikTok and on TikTok or Instagram. You have all these different doctors advertising services, basically, you know, just as if it were any other commodity. And people will gravitate toward the ones that are cheaper, and they don't understand the plastic surgery operation being done by somebody who's qualified and somebody who should absolutely not be doing it. The ones who shouldn't be doing it are doing it very cheaply, and the patients don't understand that.
And I think people think, okay, so this is just my ass. My ass is not going to kill me. But it could.
But it could.
If it's
part of your body.
It's not properly done by someone who knows what they're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah, and what I can do is give you just kind of a brief example of a particular problem that can happen. There's something called a fat embolus, which is a small amount of fat accidentally gets injected into a blood vessel. It goes into the circulation and can kill a patient very quickly.
Wow.
That problem is something that's avoided with excellent training and experience, and that's something that the cheap doctors don't have. If they had that,
the cheap doctors don't know how to do that.
Do it so cheaply. That's just one example.
And really quick, many of those doctors who are not like an oral surgeon who will do this, they get like a weekend of training.
Yes,
or a course.
Very
common.
Wow, a weekend of training.
Very common. And
did you hear that?
I've talked about it before.
Guys, did you hear that? They're talking about a weekend of training to go ahead and inject you with whatever, God knows what. And they're talking about getting fat embolisms, whatever they said, embolisms. They're talking about getting those to where you could die if it goes to your bloodstream. Guys, A week of training? It took me at least like a month or so to get my insurance license with the Department of Insurance. It took me longer to sell auto insurance than these people who are out here risking people's lives. Come on now.
There's a
That's
course that
sick.
has a 15-minute segment on patient safety. So you're not going to catch these kinds of very important things. You're not going to have somebody who's been trained under the supervision of other really experienced surgeons and exactly how to do these things and avoid those kinds of complications. But any operation can have a complication. You can have bleeding, you can get an infection, you can have anesthesia problems. But you limit the chance of those happening if you are choosing the right surgeon, and that's what board certification for plastic surgeons is all about. You have somebody, you have to have certain types of training, you have to have a certain amount of experience, and then you have this large group of very, highly respected surgeons looking at your abilities and saying, okay, we think that you're good enough that you can go out and you can do these for people. And if you don't have board certification, usually it's because you just don't have that kind of an experience.
And so when we talk about these procedures and individuals who are putting their lives at risk, what can you say? Because I looked
And she's
at
so
all
young
of these
too,
posts over
beautiful,
the
young.
weekend,
Both
not
of them,
just the
beautiful,
weekend, but
young.
during the holiday when I was off, and I'm like,
It's
here's
terrible.
another one, here's another one, what can we say, if anything, to people out there who are looking to go the cheap way through medical tourism, going to a foreign country where they can save money, or those who may not be board certified?
Well, what I tell people, what I charge for this operation is going to be more than it is if you go to the Dominican Republic, but what I tell people is don't be price sensitive. And it sounds kind of self-serving, but it's to say, don't make the cost of the operation the first consideration. It's not like just having this particular operation is the same no matter who does it, and you should just go with the cheapest thing. It's not like gasoline.
Right, it's not like gasoline.
The thing that people just don't get.
You can't
But
just
there's
get
a
this.
difference between different doctors.
You need a specialist, somebody who knows what they're
And
doing.
it's not just the surgeon.
Handle your body with care.
Anesthesia. If you're having it done cheaply, you're definitely getting cheap anesthesia.
Cheap
And
anesthesia. People aren't waking up from this. This is not a game.
They don't think about what kind of facility it is.
You can die not from the BBL. You know
When I
what?
tell patients when I do surgery on them, I say,
You can die not from the surgery, the BBL, but from the anesthesia. Because I think one of these girls in this case did not wake up from the anesthesia. And I've heard that a lot, where these ladies are not even waking up after the surgery. So that's things, because these people think when you get put to sleep, when they do the anesthesia, the person, the anesthesiologist, right, whatever they call that person, they have to go to school. They have to go to school and do a lot of training, many years of training. I don't know exactly how much, but I know it's bachelor's, master's. It's something like that. Some type of real serious training. This is not some weekend course, 1 year, 6 months, 18-month course. No. So not anybody can just be putting you to sleep. You must or never wake up dealing with the wrong one. That part.
the most important person in the room is you. The second most important person is the anesthesiologist, because they're the ones who are keeping you alive during that operation.
Very
That
sensitive
part.
procedure, and also, many people get these procedures done in another country and hop on the plane the same day or the next day, and you shouldn't do that. But Dr. Cuddy, we'll continue to talk about this as long as it takes to get it to the public. We appreciate you stopping by the...
All right, that was really good. And you know what to cover? To keep going after that,
And welcome
guys.
back to the second...
Give me a second. Boom, boom. Sorry, guys. I got to look over to pull this. Yeah, you can't be worried about how cheap something is. And then I got, what are the odds?
Like, what are the
It's always, what are the odds? And the thing is, the odds, the odds are really high. The odds can be very high. I think a lot of times we tell ourselves things to try to make ourselves feel soothed. Like, oh, what are the odds? Like, it can't happen to me. Just so we can try to comfort ourselves that it can never happen to us. And that's not okay, because then when we do that, all logic is like going out the window. We're not tripping about we're just thinking everything will be fine, and it's not always like that. We gotta chill. We got to chill. She done. You better not pass out. Like, wait, like, what? Like, I can't help it if I pass out. And then to comfort me, you're gonna give me some milk and cookies? Like, girl, this is giving real ghetto. This is, I don't care about my life. This is ghetto. Like, no, I can't. Was it, I don't know, was it Ellen? Was it, I don't know what show it was, but y'all know what show I'm talking about. K Michelle had went on a show where she was talking about how she was either getting her shots or whatever, her filler removed or her implants removed, and she was really pretty much doing a similar thing of what Cardi's doing now, trying to let these girls know that no, like, be careful and be careful, or don't even do it at all. So I love to see these ladies, some of these ladies, at least like admitting to their mistakes and trying to help the next lady, like the next woman coming up. I love that.
Just the whole
Flesh eating necrosis, guys. Can you imagine? Why it sound like Jock is out here putting this girl's business out? Like, Jock. I can't. I think they said that she like posted the video or posted something on her Instagram about it though. So he's not putting her on blast, but it's just funny how it's coming off that way. And for the people who don't know, Young Jock is a rapper. I think he's a TV personality of some sorts. So he is known to be around a lot of stripper type women. He's out in, I believe, Atlanta, where a lot of women do get these type of procedures done. So he is in the know about of the type of women, a lot of the types of women who get this procedure done. So for him to say a lot of women, like he personally knows a lot of women who are experiencing this, that's a big deal. Like, so when us women are doing this whole, what's the likeliness of this happening to me? Like, what's the probability? What's the likeliness that I'm the one with the necrosis or the, I don't know what they said earlier, the fluid buildup of the, all of these crazy things, embolisms, I don't know, embolisms, all of these things that can happen, and, RIP, like being taken out of here. It's very high. The likeliness, the probability of something like that happening is very high. So y'all gotta chill. Young Jock's done seen a lot of women go through it. Alright guys, so that are the two videos related to like BBLs that I saw earlier this week that I wanted to bring up. Very, very interesting. We gotta chill. We gotta chill with the BBLs, ladies. We do not need that. We really could just work out. We really could just love ourselves more. We really could just be kinder to ourselves. We really could not do what we think other people want. We really could not care about attention. We really could, work on just loving ourselves more. We really could, A lot of times we be feeling these type of ways, and the feeling eventually passes. We gotta calm down, quiet our minds, get back to reality, get back to our senses, be grateful, find something to be grateful for, and take it easy, because it's not worth it a lot of the time. I'm not against plastic surgery and all that, but it's not worth it like that, ladies. I got one more video that I want to cover that I saw earlier in the week that was really good. It's just one video, and I really like this concept. I really wanted to cover this video. It really was bothering me. It's very irky. So here we go, guys. Give me a second. Let me get it ready for you.
Women walking on this earth right now, and she said,
One second, y'all. Quick little intermission. Okay, I think I'm ready, so I'm bringing the video back right now. And this is the video of Swirling women clown Lupita Nyongos' boyfriend then gets smoke from Black Twitter. Let's play it.
Oh man, so Lupita is one of the most.
I love
beautiful
her.
women
I
on
love
this
her, and
earth
she's
right now.
beautiful.
And she set the world on fire when she.
Look at
let everybody
them.
know who her
Look at
partner
them.
was.
Matching
And at the South,
outfits, the
that's
hair.
now, a lot of 90s and 80s kids
Amazing.
probably
Like,
grew
yes,
South.
Lupita. Yes,
We
girl.
used to watch ESPN. We had
And
no
you're her
sports
man.
channel. So we had to
Looking
watch
good.
X Games. X Games is extreme sports, skateboarding, snowboarding, rollerblading, all those things. Sal was the host for it. So as a black guy that was the
Wow.
host, we was rocking with him. He had dreads. Sal was a cool dude, great energy.
Sal.
And even on top of that, Sal's bloodline is crazy because his dad is Hugh Masekela, a South African trumpeter who played a big role in apartheid. He's a legend.
Cool.
Has some well-known songs that, aided that movement, So to see Lupita dating Sal, it was shocking, but it was cool because we know that this is a very, very upstanding gentleman, man. And it seems like this is how he approached her in 2016.
Wait.
He tweeted, hypothetically speaking, of course, let's say you're seated behind Lupita Nyong'o and on an airplane, what would be your opening line?
Oh my
and if you say
gosh.
anyone comes up with a good opening for me with Lupita Nyong'o, send them, because I'm really sitting behind her on this flight. I'm stumped. And so
I didn't see that, guys. First of all, how cute is that? And the fact that they're actually dating now, like, I love them. I didn't know who her boyfriend was, but I love this idea of that's how they first met. That's he's on Twitter tweeting about opening lines. Like, that's cute. Like, that's cute. And their outfits, I like them.
somehow that may have turned into them dating. There was a great share of reactions, some good energy. I'm going to definitely show y'all how my viewers were reacting to this information. But it's definitely one group that had to spoil the bunch being weird, like they always are weird. The divestors. Now, if you guys don't know who divestors are, divestors is a group of black women who say they want to leave Blackistan or the black community alone to find better options for themselves. But the thing about divestors, they don't completely detach from the community. It's like they still commentate on things that happen in the black community when they're supposed to be long gone off in the sunset with their non-black partners or whomever. But this person right here posted this, and black men and black women was on their ass on Black Twitter. So this person said Lupita Nyong'o is so beautiful and she's dating the ugliest black man I've ever seen. Black women really date down when they get with black men. Even when it comes to looks, now that's crazy. And she continued to say,
first of all, divestors? I have to Google this because I've never heard this term. So hold on. Divestors? Okay, urban meaning. Someone who dates outside their race because they think that race is better or superior to their own. That black man is being... Oh, that's... Wow. Wow. I've never heard of that term, first of all. That's sick. That's crazy. Interracial relationships... Excuse me, guys. I think that's it's a very touchy topic for some people. Put it like this. I think that you can date whoever you want to date. Love is love. Wherever you find love within your own community, another community, love is love. Where you find it, cherish it. Love is beautiful. Love is just the greatest feeling in the world. It can be the greatest feeling in the world, and I feel like wherever you find it, you should definitely hold on to it tightly. Now, there's another thing where you have something totally negatively against your own people. That is something totally different. When you despise and say, you don't do this, I don't date black men, I don't date whatever, and then you're seeking out something in a specific race rather than whoever finds you, finds you. Whoever you fall in love with and find attractive for whatever reasons, it's just happening naturally. I think that's something totally different. I've dated black men, Hispanic men, white men. Anyways, I've dated for sure other races, including my own, and I love all men. I love men. I love gentlemen. I love gentlemen. And if you can package a gentleman up as a black man or as a Hispanic man or as a whatever man, give me a gentleman every time. Period. I'm not going to be with you strictly because of what race you are. I'm going to be with you based on what kind of man you are. And whatever race that looks like, package them up and give it to me. I think it's incredibly disgusting how there is a group of divergers, I think it's what these women are, who are seeking out other race men and then want to clown black women who choose to keep dating black men. Like, as a woman who is actually currently, like, I'm currently dating outside of my race someone right now, but I don't hate black people. I don't hate black men. So for me, it's sick. It's actually really sick that there's a group of women hating on Lupita just because she's dating a black man, and they are trying to push on, girl, you're famous, you need to be swirling. That's sick. You should not. Why would you want to push someone to date outside their race? And this is coming from someone who's currently dating outside her race. I don't want. That's weird. That's weird. Don't force me. Who I love, who comes into my life. I can keep going on. Let's keep it going, because that's going to make me upset, and we just started the video.
Hey, Blackistan never uplifts dark-skinned black women. They expect us to uplift ugly black men. The Tyrams and their humpback mules have found this tweet. Give me all the smoke.
Wow.
I don't care that man is ugly. Now, black men never uplift us dark-skinned black women. What? That's so crazy. Do you know the love that we give to Lupita? Do you know the love that we give to Lauren Hill? Do you know the love we give to Missy Elliott? Do you know the love we give
Missy
to
been
Naomi
looking
Campbell?
real
Do you
good.
know the love we give to Naomi Banks? Do you know the love we give to Jada Fire? Like, what you talking about, man? But nah, let me stop playing. But the reaction to this was crazy. Let's get into it. So once again, I told y'all that was men and women that was on this person's ass. So this lady says, why do you divestors hate black men so bad? Like, honestly, just stop it already. This lady named Sharika comes and says, because one SA'd me and my sisters, and many of them do SA their kids and other women, pretending it's only 5 dudes. That cause 60% of black women being SA'd by a black man before 18 is unintelligent. I think you need to stop pretending to be smart and hush. So she posted this right here. She posted all this information, right?
First of all, everybody's households was different, because I'm like, who are all these black men that were doing all of this sexual abuse? Because that's really crazy. And even if that is the case, I wonder how old the person is that's even making that comment, because if I'm assuming that you're a grown woman at this point, I think you need to work on some healing. Because it's very obvious to me that you haven't done enough healing in that area of your life, if those kind of things did go on. Right? There's a ton of amazing men in this world. Amazing people in this world. But if you're not attracting them, it's very obvious you're not it's very obvious you have not done the work within your own life to be attracting these great quality men in any race. White, black, Hispanic, Asian, whatever. You are what you attract, is all I'm going to say. So.
Right there. So this person responds saying, so because one black man abused you, all black men are bad?
Right?
I was SA at 11 years old by my babysitter, who was a black woman. But guess what?
Period.
I don't hate black women, but love them to death. Homie responds.
See, that right there is a man who's done the healing. He's not holding things against every black woman because of one black woman, one black woman's bad choice.
Let's be real, there are literally tons of black boys that were messed with by older women. The difference between the two is that it usually wasn't considered assault when it happened. It was supposed to be some kind of badge of honor, you know? But homegirl responds to her, saying, didn't your white baby daddy leave you and make you a single mother? Have you been abused by white people too?
Ooh.
Miracle? And that Miracle name, I'm going to get to that later as far as why she called her Miracle. But in the past, Sharika put, dear whoever, stop trashing black men as bad fathers because my son's dad is white and my child has not seen him in 10 years. My son is 10. He held him for 30 minutes and didn't even bring a gift. It ain't just blacks who leave their kids. And someone said that ain't all he...
Period. And that's what I'm saying. It's more about choosing a good man, a gentleman, in whatever race he comes in. I know plenty of black women who date outside their race, but the dudes they date outside their race be still very much hood, very much, let's leave it like that, very much hood, right in the gutter, straight up. And they think they're doing something with their Mexican king or their white king, but he literally is in and out of prison, gang banging, selling drugs, doing all these things. And it's sad because I know those women in their mind, they think they're dating up, which is sick because just because that man is a different race does not mean that you've dated up. You date up, and this is a real tip for you ladies. You're dating up is being with a man who there's a gain. Like there's a real gain for you. And that's what's the dating up. He brings something into your life. Resources, stability, structure, opportunity, knowledge, he brings a lot of support, whatever that might look like, finances, whatever that might look like, very supportive. He has his own goals, his own businesses, his own drive, his own passions and things that get him going. And he has his own purpose, ultimately his own purpose. So dating up is not a race. Dating up is not a color. It's not a race. Dating up is a mentality. It's a dating up in a person's characteristics, quality. What's his mentality quality like? That's the dating up, baby. It ain't the because he's this race. Girl, I know plenty. I'm from California, y'all. I know plenty of other race people who be right in the hood, right along with the hoodest of the hoodest black people. Period. They're right along with us. If it's a hood setting, I know plenty other race people who was right in the hood with the people who were black that was in the hood too. So no, dating up looks like a mentality. There are plenty of black men who are very much mentalities up here, where they're high quality black men. Plenty of other race men who are up here with their mentality. So that's the dating up, baby. That part.
He did when my white ex-boyfriend called me his precious nigga bitch on Valentine's Day during sex. God.
I have not watched all this video. First of all, I wish, that is the stuff I'm talking about. That's what happens when you end up, don't let this be you, black women. Don't let this be you. For my women who do like to date outside their race, I'm going to need y'all to stop doing that. Stop seeking the dating outside your race. If you're going to date outside your race, please just let it happen naturally. This is coming from a girl who occasionally has dated out of her race. I was not seeking these other race people, men. They was coming into my world. And then eventually I liked them after they kept showing up consistently enough. Then I began to like them back. I was not seeking these other race men like that. See, and this is exactly what happens. Going out here, seeking these other race men for the wrong reason, gonna have you getting called N-word, B-word. Like, wait. And that's a clear reflection that you need to work on your energy. Work on your healing process, because no man that you're dealing with should ever be calling you stuff like that. And I hope she left him that night.
Oh
my
goodness.
Person
responds to her claims by saying so many black men abuse black kids. Homie says black women abuse kids at higher rates than black men.
Who's doing that? I don't.
Also, he
is
was
that
on
true?
Ghetto Gaggers. We didn't forget, by the way, she wasn't actually on Ghetto Gaggers, but she did do a lot of scenes with white men. yes, she was a prawn star when she was.
I think some of this stuff is like biased from people's own personal experience because I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think this is true like that because there's plenty of other race people that be doing a whole bunch of weird stuff. So I don't know about this. I feel like this is a lot of people's trauma popping up.
Was 18, and she went by the name of Miracle. But let's check out this chart that homie provided. So, yeah, it shows right here that most of the victims of child abuse fatalities are perpetrated by gender among African Americans. This is the total: black male victims 1,800, black female victims 1,300, black male perpetrators 1,600, black female perpetrators 2,100. So
Sorry, y'all. Hold on.
that's that right there. This is pulled from the National Data Archive on Child Abuse and Neglect, NCANDS child file between the fiscal year of 2015 through 2020. That's all U.S. states with DC and Puerto Rico. So, yeah, what y'all think about that? Let's keep it pushing. So this lady says, reason 9,000 why I hate divest Twitter. To degrade Lupita and Nyongos' choices on her love life in partnering like this is completely vile and uncalled for. This Twitter filled with anti-blackness and harmful towards dark-skinned black women. Regardless if Lupita doesn't date outside her race, we should be happy for her. These type of Twitter pages exist just to be anti-black, weird, and divisive. Just block and mute them. It's strange.
It's so sickening. Like, it's very sickening that there is people out here that are expecting this black woman to not be with a black man. Like, that sickens me. Even as a black woman who is not currently dating a black man, if I had people, like, I don't have anyone in my life who pressures me to not date a black man. Like, what? You would think actually it'd be the opposite. People wanting you to be with your race. But the fact, like, it's mental illness. It's sick. That's sick. So, for the women out there who feel like that, go heal yourself. Keep working on yourself because that is very sick. And for you guys to try to push that on to other black women and other people that once you're a successful black woman, you should think about being outside of your race. Like, no, you should focus always on loving the man and the people who love you. Period. And do not try to like disrespect and diminish Lupita's. Like, she's a smart woman. She's a smart woman. She knows what she's doing. She's very smart, beautiful, successful. If she's picking him for a reason. They've given you a little backstory on who this man is. Looks are not everything, and that's another thing. Too many women want to focus on looks, and I honestly think he's a handsome man. Too many women want these men to be pretty men, and it's like, I just feel like it's just weird. And I was looking into some of these comments too about this Lupita situation. There's a lot of men also judging this man's looks. Like, why are you guys so worried about what this intelligent, beautiful, smart woman, who she chooses to love and have in her life? Clearly, he's doing something right for her to love him. Do you not see? Are we just going to ignore all these amazing clips and videos of Lupita and him over here matching outfits? I want to rewind it, but I don't want to forget where I'm at. But I just, it's just sick. It's weird.
Sometimes that the divest sisters be right on the money, and then sometimes it sounds like a Klan rally. And I don't know. I mean, what do you find right with them? It's like it's like what normal people do. People take some things that are facts or evidence and they come to their own ideas as far as why, and that be the thing. That be the thing. The way that they arrive to their conclusions based on whatever facts or evidence that they're presented is very, very anti-black. So this is very weird. Y'all could be calling out violent men, but yet you attacking a random guy simply because he's black. and
Right.
don't look like an inbred child. Being angry at someone supposedly not looking good enough to be with their partner is the nastiest type of hating. Maybe you should stop pocket watching black
Right.
women who love black men and go to jumping on Brad's little tic-tac instead. I swear divestors are some wastes of melanin. For people who have divested, you seem truly unhappy. Because why are you always watching other black women's relationships like this instead of running into the bliss with your beloved white men? She must be from the UK. Why are you not? Sounds like y'all are upset that he's not white more than anything. So yeah, y'all seen all that, man. Let me show y'all a comparison, like how my viewers reacted to this shit. And I know my viewers aren't saints. They not saints. So most of my people showing love. Good One Sal, now that's some legendary shit. While he spoke it to life manifest, that's a great look. She had me in my feelings in the new Black Panther movie. Homie's a part of my childhood. She's so beautiful naturally. Way to shoot your shot, bro. Lupita is my number one for the most beautiful women. Her and Angela Summer have that natural beauty that can't be bought. Beautiful couple, love me some black love, beautiful dark skinned beauty. It's not fair, should it be me, not him, it should be me. Yo, he got a god tier woman, seriously, all awesome, all. I don't appreciate that y'all held him back. My woman, like, look at the love that this girl is receiving. Look at the love that he's receiving. And that's the atmosphere that I'm trying to create for people. You know, when responding to people who do things the right way, moving the right way. Lupita chose a upstanding gentleman. Exactly. A man that many men respect. He carries himself great. A respectable man. He doesn't come off as a lame. He comes off as himself. You know? Lupita doesn't have a wild, crazy history of dating a bunch of hood dudes and stuff like that. Dudes to dirty her face. She's been a woman that's focused on her craft, and she's so desirable. Like, she's so damn desirable. And she picked up an upstanding gentleman, and I wish the best for them. Divestors out there, listen. You don't have to make excuses. If you want to go ahead and leave, go. Start your happiness. Have fun. Stop trying to recruit women to join you while you can focus on making your life worthwhile. And that goes for every subgenre of people that wants to leave a community. Just go. Even the Save Yourself Black Man one. Listen, I understand y'all boys for wanting to do that for your own personal reason. Just go. Have fun, man. Find your happiness, and it is what it is, man. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. I'm going to get up out of here, though. It's your boy, Stacey.
I love her. All right, guys. So that's it for today. I hope you guys